Imagine looking at a map of the world. One region stands out as the undisputed king of liquid gold. The Middle East holds nearly half of the entire world's known oil reserves. But why? Why is this specific dry patch of desert sitting on top of an ocean of wealth? Was it just a lucky spin of the geographical roulette wheel, or is there a deeper, more surprising history buried beneath the sand? Welcome back to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we are going back hundreds of millions of years to solve the mystery of why the Middle East has the largest oil reserves on Earth. To understand the dry deserts of today, we have to look at the oceans of the past. If you traveled back in time about 150 million years ago, during the Mesozoic era, the Middle East wouldn't be a desert at all. It was completely underwater. It was covered by a massive, warm, and shallow body of water known as the Tethys Ocean. And this ocean was absolutely teeming with life. Now, when most people think of fossil fuels, they picture dead dinosaurs. But that's a myth. Oil actually comes from something much smaller, microscopic marine plants and animals called phytoplankton and zooplankton. For tens of millions of years, these tiny creatures lived, died, and drifted to the bottom of the Tethys Ocean. Because the water at the bottom of this ancient sea was extremely low in oxygen, their remains didn't rot away. Instead, they piled up, layer after layer, creating a thick, nutrient-rich biological sludge on the ocean floor. Over millions of years, ancient rivers constantly dumped sand, mud, and silt into the Tethys Ocean, burying this massive layer of organic sludge. As time went on, the weight of these new rock layers grew heavier and heavier, pushing the dead plankton deeper into the Earth's crust. And this is where the magic happens. Deep underground, you have two crucial ingredients: immense pressure and intense heat. The Earth essentially acted like a giant geological slow cooker. Over millions of years, this pressure and heat physically changed the chemical makeup of the dead plankton. It first turned into a waxy substance called kerogen. Then, as it was pushed deeper and the temperature rose into the oil window between 120 and 300 degrees Fahrenheit, that kerogen slowly cooked into liquid petroleum. If it got too hot, it became natural gas. If it wasn't hot enough, it stayed solid. The Middle East had the absolute perfect cooking temperature to create oceans of oil. Now, generating oil is only half the story. The real secret of the Middle East is how it kept the oil from escaping. Oil is a liquid, and because it's lighter than water, it naturally wants to seep upward and escape to the surface. To keep it underground, you need a trap, and the Middle East has the greatest geological traps on the planet. First, you need a sponge to hold the oil. The rocks beneath the Middle East are highly porous limestones and sandstones, literally acting like giant stone sponges soaking up the liquid. But you also need a lid to keep it locked inside. Millions of years ago, as parts of the Tethys Ocean dried up, it left behind massive, thick layers of salt. Salt is impermeable. Oil cannot pass through it. Finally, the tectonic plates shifted. The Arabian plate crashed into the Eurasian plate, crumbling the ground and creating massive underground domes. The oil floated up into these domes, hit that impenetrable ceiling of salt, and got stuck. For millions of years, it sat there, perfectly trapped in giant stone vaults, waiting to be discovered. So the next time you see a pump jack pulling oil out of a dry, sandy desert, remember the surprising history beneath it. That oil isn't just fuel, it's the liquid remains of microscopic life from a lost ocean, cooked perfectly by the Earth and trapped in giant stone vaults shaped by colliding continents. It wasn't just luck, it was the perfect geological recipe, hundreds of millions of years in the making. If you enjoyed uncovering this ancient mystery with us, hit that like button, share this video with a curious friend, and don't forget to subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories for more fascinating stories hidden in plain sight. Until next time, keep wondering.